Governor Walz delivered his remarks to a packed house tonight at the DNC. Many of those seats were filled with delegates who've traveled all across the country to take part.
Yeah, Northern News Now's Rob Coles introduces us to a local woman from Bayfield County attending for the first time and shares the reason she got active in political organizing.
For many people, the DNC is an event they'll watch on TV, but Drummond local Mary Hayes is much closer to the action.
The energy has been more than palpable. It doesn't even adequately describe it. You know, it's, you've seen it on TV. I know people at home can feel it. And just imagine being here.
She is attending as a delegate, a position she earned through an election process last spring.
I am the luckiest woman in the 7th Congressional District.
Hayes is the chair of the Chequamegon Democratic Party, which represents Ashland and Bayfield. While many people attending the convention have a long history of volunteering for the party, Hayes was inspired about 4 years ago.
When I saw the insurrection on January 6th.
To become active in causes within the Democratic Party.
It's not a spectator sport. It requires involvement and action.
According to UMD Associate Professor Dr. Cindy Rugeley, this year's convention is unique for many reasons because of the switch up on the ticket.
And so they were usually known well before the convention. This time, we're essentially having a 100-day general election.
She says more than most years, people will be watching to learn from the candidates what they're all about.
Now, to introduce herself to the electorate, to say, this is who I am. And so a lot of people will be watching just to figure out who she is, what she stands for.
And for Hayes, it's a big week before she comes home for a final election push.
We need boots on the ground, knocking doors and talking to voters.
Rob Coles, Northern News Now.
Now, while many of the big speakers hit the stage during the evening, Hayes says during the day, many delegates are attending caucus meetings. And tomorrow marks the final day of the convention when Vice President Harris is set to deliver her remarks.